Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with a wonderful, inspiring personality. I thought her story should be shared across the globe. Let me introduce to you Professor Sarada Srideviamma. She's a founder director of Dr. Sariamma Cultural Integration Services at Kochi, Kerala. But apart from that, she has a long decades of career as a professor, as a faculty member at School of Management Studies, Cochin University. Today, as I said, it's a very, very humble and honorable occasion for me to meet her and to ask her how she has been facing this journey of crisis in her life at this stage with a smile on her face. She calls it from deathbed to the dais. So let's hear her story, and I'm sure this will be a very, very inspiring story to hear. Welcome to Srijit's podcast, ma'am. Let's get started. I just want you to share us. You've been diagnosed with one of a very, very, very rare cancer known as plasma cell leukemia. My first question to you is, how was it diagnosed and what is it all about? What makes this particular disease a very, very rare one?
Brothers and sisters, daughters and sons of the globe, you have already heard much more than what I expected as the introduction about me. I wonder whether I'm able to continue with that. But I know that I will. Therefore, I would like to tell now, not the answer, but my experiences and experiments that I have underwent in the journey to a target, which Chandra Lekha, she is not, I know that she will say, she will immediately correct me. Chandravadana. You know what is the meaning of Chandravadana, the introducer? Chandravadana means the person with the face of the moon. I really wish I can be with the face of the moon with a smile and the content that she has. I wish to tell you that. I was 100% okay. I was like the butterfly. And so many people have labeled me as a world toddler. That is true. I was a world toddler, visiting many countries, becoming the permanent resident of Canada, visiting several universities across the globe. You just imagine such a person's happiness, such a person's thrive, desire, spontaneity. All these I had. However, what happened is not a tragedy to me. That is what I wish to tell you. It is not a tragedy. Any disease can happen, or any disease can happen to anybody. Any person can get any disease. Therefore, when my doctor in the regional cancer center, at the first time, told me that Dr. Sarada, you know how I got doctor, the label, another, not a tragedy, but I volunteered in Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences and Research Center, popularly here known as AIMS. There I was. Luck to me, luck to others, because it helped me now. So I never say that I had only one profession. Therefore, I just continue my daring, my successful, yet humble, humility coated journey through the plasma cell leukemic blood cancer. Oh, I have to, I remembered Chandravadana asking a question, not a question. She really wishes to make me explain very clearly to all of you what it is. Therefore, let me tell what it is. Plasma cell leukemic is a type of blood cancer, but it is not just a type. World Health Organization statistically proved that 1 out of millionth people, it means 10 lakhs. 1 million is 10 lakhs. I know you know, but I'm just explaining it. 1 person out of 10 lakhs will get plasma cell leukemic cancer. Oh, I was so happy. The first time when Dr. George at Regional Cancer Center in Trivandrum, such a wonderful, such a famous world status-wise, we can say that it is popular. It is wonderful in terms of patient care, in terms of cancer care. We have already abbreviated plasma cell leukemia as PCL. Or now I am telling you that it is easier to just listen to the 3 alphabets, PCL, rather than every time, listening to plasma cell leukemia. Repetition may be a little too much. So PCL means plasma cell leukemia. PCL means it is the most severe form of blood cancer. And I can define now because Dr. George has already taught me what it is. He defined it as the expression of multiple myeloma. Need not be multiple, but the expression of myeloma in the blood. Now, I am wrong. The expression of myeloma in the plasma cell or in the blood. Can you understand the difference? I did not understand anything at that time. But I was inquisitive. Although I was a patient, I forgot that I was a patient. It happens all the time. I'm not a patient. Why should I be a patient? Because I was a patient all the time. Throughout my life, I was several times becoming or owning the status of a patient. And at this time, because I got cancer, I accepted it as my third son. That is the truth. Because he told me the expression of myeloma in plasma cell of your blood. I said, that's okay. Let it express. So what? Ignorance. I did not know that. Whatever it is, it is in my blood. Whatever it is, I have to contain it. Whatever it is, it will always be there. You know why I am telling this? Because Dr. George told me that plasma cell leukemic cancer can be treated. I'm quoting his words. It can be treated but not cured. Quote. It is quote. It can be treated but not cured. I said, doctor, any disease can be treated. That is why the hospital exists. Therefore, I get treatment. There is a solution. You know what, my friends? I believe a problem has a solution. Any problem has its own solution. If there is no solution, it is the solution of the problem. So that is complete. There is no need to be contained in critical care mental health. That creates a lot of problem. Therefore, physical means not physical. Physical means physical plus mental health. If I lose mental health, or if anybody of you a little, difficult to contain it, to process it, all are true. But the most important thing is how to contain it in your mind, in my mind. Unless I contain it in my mind, I'm incompetent to talk about this. And today I am competent. You know why, my dear friends? Because globally, I am the leader. Oh, within a moment, I have become the leader of 1 in million. I was so happy. I said, oh, I cannot salute. I cannot salute because my son, Rakesh Rajiv, is in Navy in a very high position. He taught me that I can salute only to the mother India. So only the flag. Otherwise, I used to salute. Now I not. I will not. Because I learned. What I am telling is not about my son. What I am telling you is how to salute inside our mind the great person life who had come as plasma cell leukemia. It's nothing to me. Let it be plasma cell leukemia, let it be simple cancer. But if I get it, I'm so happy that I got it because I can manage it. If somebody has got it, I don't know what would have happened, but I know that. Now I know with my experience that it is tough, it is hard, it is severely painful. It needs a lot of energy, mental health, mental energy to survive. Therefore, I don't know whether I've exceeded the question and answer to the question, but she told me that it is not question and answer, it is just an interaction. You know, she has introduced that I am the founder director, that is true, founder director of Dr. Srideviamma Cultural Integration Services. We have taken 3 words. One is interact, second is impact, and the third is inspire. So Chandra has used the third word, inspire, several times. That is the purpose of today's interview, today's interaction. We are interacting. Therefore, I am taking a little more time, that's all. But it's so critical to understand what it is, expression of myeloma. Then you can naturally ask, what is myeloma? What is myeloma? Who knows what is myeloma? I asked, what is myeloma? So we travel from top to bottom in front of a doctor because of my ignorance. I have traveled. That is what happened. He told me later that he had tough time. I said, I too have tough time, doctor, because you have used all the technology. You have used technical words, and you told me that I am the patient. But I am proud of myself. I am proud of you because you happen to be my doctor. I love him because without love and care, there is no mental health. That's why.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your journey. One thing what I was noticing throughout is your energy and enthusiasm to share your, I don't know if anybody else can do this. That is what I think differentiates you, the person, Dr. Sarada, from somebody else. I'm sure there are millions of cancer patients or even any other patients in this world. You yourself have been traveling across the globe, handling people with trauma, treatment and rehabilitation support. Now, you are in that position of receiving such a care, right? I would like to know what your experience has been, especially being as a recipient from earlier role of being a giver of this kind of mental and other support that you have been doing for years now. Would you like to talk about that?
Rough and tough. My journey is rough and tough. Trauma treatment and rehabilitation, that's true. Thank you for remembering that itself, because way back I taught her, that's all. Trauma, severe trauma. This is not trauma treatment. This is severe trauma treatment. I will prefix that severe here. Trauma treatment, that word, treatment. Now I know that treatment is mentally treating. Physically, the doctors will treat, but mental health is very important. Therefore, when I was named from America as a resource person for the SARC sub-regional consultation, I forgot which year, but when I was doing it, it was based on the experiences of others. But Chandra has asked me, when I became the patient, she was very nice to quote it with nice words, right? You heard her. I am the patient. When I became the patient, what happened to me? I'll tell you the truth, nothing but the truth. I told you it was tough and rough because there are 4 stages in cancer treatment. First is diagnosis, that is first stage. And along with that, the treatment starts. Diagnosis and treatment starts, first stage. Second was stage of remission. Remission means it is residing, slowing down. In my case also, with the treatment, these cells, the destructive cells, had definitely became ailing, and I became really competent to handle that. So first stage was traumatic. I have to tell you that it was severely traumatic. Second stage, with that treatment, I entered the remission stage. Remission means slowing down, receding. So the cancer cells had started receding. I still remember tsunami. It is just like a tsunamic invasion on my body. And then just like the sea receding, it has started receding. Second stage. Third stage is maintenance. That is why Dr. George said, it can be treated but not cured. Maintenance means this type of a cancer, plasma cell leukemic cancer, can be, that's the recession, the remission has to be maintained. That is why he told me that can be only treated but not cured. I think it is very clearly explained. The fourth stage is, if I am lucky, I am lucky. There is no if and buts in my life. That honestly, there is no if and but in my Sarada dictionary. True. Okay. And then the fourth stage is, I told the first day itself, Dr. George, over the horizon is my target. I will never yield to any of this kind of cancer, because although I am happy, because I can take it, another person may not. So rehabilitation becomes very important from the angle of mental health. It has to be very clearly understood, because without mental health, there is no health. Or I will quote, health without mental health is no health. This is my quote. Health without mental health is no health. I experienced it. When I experienced it, I became, ecstatic about that. I have to experiment it. Therefore, experimentation and experientially handling it became my stage. And I have a fourth stage. Of course, there is a terminal stage in anybody's life. The final stage, that anybody has. Therefore, I have a fourth stage like anybody. Where is the treatment? Treatment continues. And doctors are there. I asked Dr. George, not only Dr. George, I have already talked a lot about Dr. George, but the real person who is my doctor, who really made me until now to live, is Srijit sir, Dr. Srijit of Regional Cancer Center. And I'm not talking too much about him because he does not like to be introduced, to be talked. You know what he told me? Forget about me. Never identify my face. I said, doctor, you can talk. You can tell me your perspective. I have to forget him. Is it possible to forget a person who saved anybody? I don't know. I cannot talk about others. In my case, I cannot. Humility, spontaneity, existence, all these have to be blended. And then I told, doctor, my perspective is different. Wherever I will see you, I will rush to you. And doctor did not smile because he does not know to smile. So I told him, doctor, with a smile, please. Every time he sees now, how now we are very close friends. Because that is mental health. Therefore, medicines are there to treat in the hospital. But what I identified is a lag, an absence in care, mental health care. So I said, doctor, we need something. I just told him that we need oncopsychology. No, I told psychology plus oncology. It has to be there. I can tell because I'm a patient. And nobody will talk to him. He is puli. Puli means tiger. So he is a tiger. I'm not a tigress. I'm a mental health patient. But the patient has a right to talk. But he will listen to the patient's concerns, not the bystanders. You know why I have explained this much? There's a reason. Because in the first stage, the patient has to be cared. In my case, I lost balance because I lost four vertebrae, backbone. So I cannot stand. Even now, it is very painful. Chandra would not have detected, but I overcome the mental health position of overcoming it. That is the truth. I cannot do something we cannot do. Forget about that. What we can do, that is life. Life is to live. Life is to love. And love is care. Care is the concern. Concern. If it is too much of a concern, too much of concerns that are needed in the first stage, if it is given in the third stage, what will happen in the maintenance stage? Maintenance cannot exist. So you know what I have done? I forgot everybody. I delinked everything. I came myself. I took the decision in consonance with a doctor in Amrita Hospital, Dr. Neeraj sir. I just humbly, not asked, cleared the doubt. That is better expression. Cleared my doubt, doctor. I am supposed to be doing rehabilitation to others, but I don't know whether it exists for me. Can anybody do that? He said, there is nothing called rehabilitation here for cancer patients. Then, shall I do it for myself? He said, madam, you can do it. If we get such a support, that is mental health support. The doctor says, you can do it. You just imagine when the doctor says, ma'am, you can do it. What else do I need? So I got permission. Without permission, nothing is possible because I am in an unknown area. Plasma, I don't care about plasma cell. I will not say I care. I do care. I have to repeat. I have to contain it until the last moment means there is no, so psychologically, there is no point in contradicting, hating, no, because it is in you. What will happen? I am losing the energy. She asked me, you have a lot of energy. Yes, synergetic energy, I'll say. Yes, I have. Accept. That is what I have to tell. Please, my dear friends. Now I am clearly talking to cancer patients. That is my love. Because I got it, now I understand how much pain each cancer patient has to survive. How much they would have. I don't know them, but I got an opportunity in Regional Cancer Center to interact with the patients, to cut a cake beyond cancer. That is mental health. Because such an opportunity, nobody has taken it. The doctor I love in Cancer Center, deeper than anybody, is my own palliative doctor. She is such a wonderful person. And she is, along with me, always she is in the Chandra, what do you call? My DP.
Profile picture.
Yeah, see. That profile picture, she is there. Please find out the DP and then enjoy her. That embrace, I felt embracing the world. Because I always have a global perspective. It is not just confining to myself. All the time I used to say, Chandra, that selfishness is different, self is different, self-orientation is different. So we should have self-orientation. That is needed. So self-orientation plus self means person orientation. That is better expression. Person gets the disease. So person orientation plus people orientation, the group orientation. Here I address the cancer patients. That is my group because I belong to them. I would like to rehabilitate myself first to talk about how it can be done. So that method, the methodology is what I am attempting to create. It is very important because we don't have it. Regional Cancer Center, it is a very big organization. 1,500, statistically, I'm talking, 1,500 cancer patients are reporting every day to the Regional Cancer Center. So, is there any research? There is no research. Therefore, it is high time that, we have to research and find out the pattern. That is emergency. So, whenever I am talking, I expand not the idea. The border is much, much, much higher. Therefore, my limitation, anybody will have limitation. I do have several limitations. One major limitation is I cannot confine to a small frame. Not even now. It has an advantage also. Chandra is also the same thing. She cannot. And she was questioned by several people. Even I am questioned in terms of dress, in terms of cutting. See, I was not like this. I was a traditional woman, transformed to another woman in terms of physique. Here I have the shoulder measurement is now 3 inches, it was 5. So change can occur. And I have to change. And change means what to change? The environment will change. Therefore, the person has to learn to, not adaptation. I don't like to say adaptation, but understanding, awareness. When I'm aware, create awareness in others. That is inspiration. That is why she used inspire. That is exactly what I wish to do something for the cancer patients. Very precisely, not only for the plasma cell leukemic cancer patients, because I have to search. This one, you just imagine, million people I have to search. It is easier to become one. So I became the leader of million people. I'm happy about that. The leadership position. Second, leadership. I'm ready to talk about myself because I have experienced the stigma existing in the society, neighborhood. A little bit reluctant to talk to me. It is not because of their fault or anything. I'm telling you that the transformation that happened on my body is too much that nobody can contain, nobody can maintain. The concept of that change of a person. Oh, how Sharda Mama has changed this. Oh, Sharda teacher has, sympathy. I love sympathy because I don't accept it. I can love. Love means, we can love. It is some other person's feeling which we cannot modulate, my dear friends. But please understand that if we are aware of ourselves, if we are aware of what has to undergo, trauma treatment becomes a reality. And treatment is, everywhere is treatment. So trauma is also very normal. Severe means, the pain is severe. So trauma means the event, actually. Traumatic means, traumatically, when the pain is experienced, it is traveling to the area of palliation. And now I will tell you who is my love lady, Dr. Sudha. Love lady, my doctor. She is such a genuine, spontaneity is there. Oh, I haven't seen a person like her, doctor like her. I really wish there are hundreds of doctors sprouted anywhere in the globe, like Dr. Sudha. Based on my experience, I'm talking, because I don't know about others' experiences. I thought I was a competent trauma treatment talker. I was a talker. But now I experienced. I am doing, I remembered she wanted to tell me, to explain the difficulties. Yes, family first. It is difficult. It became painful. Because I have a very cute, handsome, lovable, all what I've talked, it's my husband. But what happened in the third stage? Every time he will ask me, did you sleep? I'm sleeping. Without sleep, I am in the bed. With sleep, my husband may ask. No, he asked. I have to tell the truth. Anxiety. So, anxiety of others cannot be handled at rehabilitation stage. Rehabilitation is tough. And I am doing it with the permission of the doctor. It is experimentation. So what I thought once experiential, transition to experimental psychology. Okay? So experience became experimental. Now I'm doing experimental plus experiential, and it is tough and rough. I'm now winding down. Thank you.
So despite all this struggles and pain which she narrated, I think what is inspiring about her journey is that it is only around 1.5 years since she has been diagnosed, and the diagnosis itself has been it was not detected earlier, and the day she was diagnosed with this started her treatment as well, which is exactly on 24th June 2022. On that day, she decided that I don't want to succumb, or I don't want to be yet another cancer patient. And that is what brings us to her story and to her life ahead. This award was a token of appreciation given to her by the International Conference of Indian Academy of Health Psychology, which happened very recently at Goa on between 30th November and 2nd December. So just 1 month ago, she was traveling there and she was receiving this wonderful felicitation from this big organization. Apart from that, she is right now in the venture of meeting more people and inspiring them with her ideas, especially on how to face this kind of illness and crisis when they face in their life. Ma'am, that brings me to the question, what is your vision ahead? I know you are traveling again as part of your work to the US in the coming month, and despite having this huge, I would like to use the word baggage of this illness, but along with that, a big strength, the mental strength and courage that you have takes you far ahead. The confidence to travel and the confidence to meet more people and work as part of your company and everything. So I want you to give one message that you want to share to this world, especially to audience and specifically to cancer patients, on how you look at your life and especially the days ahead that you have, and what is that message you want to give out of that?
A baggage full of hope. Hope against hopelessness. That is very important. Before I talk, or just give a word of my vision. So hope, we have to love hope. This is very important because that is what I experienced. Hopelessness means, what is there? Nothing. It is not negativity. Unless we have hope, we means the cancer patients. It can be anybody. Because existing cancer patients, now I transcend to potential cancer patients. Whoever it is, any person can think of hope. Without hope, nothing exists. That is what I believe. I believed that I will. That's all I thought. I believe that I will means I will do. At that time, I did not know what I will do. But now I know. That's what she asked me. I have only future. Because today is not tomorrow, and today is not yesterday. Yesterday has gone, my dear friends. 1.5 years, nothing to me. Because longevity, even if I ask the doctor, I really asked Neeraj sir, what is the longevity? He just smiled at me. I said, that's okay. We know that, PCL patients may not have that much longevity because nobody is going to decide at the existence, the terminal stage, the fourth stage. I just touched it. So the fourth stage, terminal, it is to everybody, not only to PCL patients or cancer patients. The fourth stage is terminal, means the last. Therefore, what is my vision? Be the last. Formerly, I was the first. Now, I wish to transition to be the last person to go from PCL platform. Interact to as many possible. Use the current technological pathway to pass on to others the experiences. Interact as many possible, wherever possible. That's why, she is true. I'm going in April. April means April 1st, April Fool's Day. I will leave. I may leave. But I can say I may leave. No, I will leave. Why can't I use I will? That will is the willpower. The power, the empowerment of the mind. Mental health emulates, flows from that. That my vision is to create, there are several things. First is generate funds as much as possible to give scholarships to the bystander. Because the bystander has to understand. It is very tough. So whoever is the real supporter, we have to give an award to such a person, whoever it is, who survived all these stages. Not the patient, but the bystander or bysitter or bylier. It is a tough journey to them also. By oneself, this cannot be done. Therefore, in our place in India, especially in Kerala, I know that the support system is so strong. Family is there. It is a support in the initial stage, second stage, but in the third stage, maintenance stage, leaving the family finds it difficult to give freedom to the patient to move. So that is very important. My vision is create awareness to the bystanders about how to deal with the patient in terms of transformation, transition, whatever it is, in terms of overcoming. Therefore, I will use over the horizon, how to make a patient, cancer patient, especially existing cancer patient, because they have only today, they don't have it tomorrow. The only difference is, I have it tomorrow, I don't have it today. I have it today, but the today exists for tomorrow. And I don't have an yesterday. Yesterday means history. History means records of the past events. And the past events, if we just cling to the past events, what will happen? We will stuck to the events rather than rehabilitation. So the rehabilitation is my definitely defined aim. So rehabilitation is the word, the message that I'm giving. It doesn't exist, and I really wish I can help. I know it is not a wish. I really truly can help those who are ready to come forward to think about that. So creativity. Existence means rehabilitation, not treatment. It is also treatment. That is why she told trauma treatment and rehabilitation. So the treatment is previous, but rehabilitation does not have treatment. It supports the treatment, but that is important. Therefore, my vision is to generate a model, healthy mental health model, to help the existing, especially the future potential patients, because I wish, this is my cherished desire, let my life be used for the existence of the future. Future means somebody's present. Thank you.
Oh my God, what a powerful statement. When someone faces a crisis, there are two ways of looking at it. Some people, just think that that's the end of my world. But whereas some create a new world, and that is what this amazing, wonderful person in front of me is trying to do. I would like to say that you are indeed one in million. I think you are someone indeed one in million, and your indomitable spirit is really, 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 it's a goosebumps moment for me. Not just for me, but for everyone. I would really look forward and also request the audience to support you in your dream of bringing this concept of rehabilitation to more and more cancer patients. Especially, I think as you rightly pointed out, probably that is you were actually destined to identify that as a problem for you to solve it. Yes. By actually undergoing this in your life. So with those words, I feel as I begin my session, my interview or interaction with you, I'm really honored as well as humbled to meet you today and share this moment of inspiration with everybody out there. Thank you once again, ma'am, and cheers. What else?
That's true. What else?
Yeah, let's celebrate life. That's another message, I guess, from your story, which I wanted, I think is the message to celebrate and also to do impactful work with whatever limited days that we have in this world.
Therefore, right. Interact, impact, and inspire.
Inspire, exactly. So it's interact, impact, and inspire.
Let us inspire, Chandra.
Yes, together.
Global interaction, global impact, and global inspiration. Wow.